It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Grabbed behind the line, it's Reed. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Got room to work. Got the first down and more. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. Fights off a defender. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll try the run. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. James Franklin and the Nittany Lions just a play away from the national championship game a year ago, and now to find a way for Penn State to take that next step.
And I think you're starting to see the elements come into place, though. Colton Necky, an unbelievable hire last year as their OC. Now you bring in one of the best defensive coordinators in college football. Jesse, if not now, then when for this Penn State squad?
My eyes are on Drew Allen, a quarterback. Nope.
He's loose. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick completion on the out, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to get outside. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Got enough for the first. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Love the work by the running back on that drop play. He sold like he was going to be pass blocking. At the last second, got the handoff, and right away put his foot in the ground to get upfield.
Going deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
I'll tell you, this is a guy, a quarterback, that I trust throwing the ball on 4th down, and I trust him running the ball on 4th down, too. Go with the option. Let him make the right read. He does. Calls his own number. His athleticism takes over. They pick up the first.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat. A tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds and create that negative play. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Got his man quickly. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might as well stick with him. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
The Panthers pick up the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the Panthers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Quickly complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The toss to the right. Oh, better look out. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got it in the middle, it's Pena. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to pass, it's Aller. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Ross. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's going to take off. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Now on the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch at the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Singleton. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Hauls it in. There he goes to the right. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that flea flicker is a play that they've probably had in their back pocket for weeks, just waiting for the right time to call it. They picked the perfect moment. Everybody fooled defensively. Accurate throw by the QB.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Setting up the screen. Oh, what a move. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Got the first down and more.
Man, you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Touchdown, Pitt! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
They'll go to the air. Makes the catch. The two-point conversion is good.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Allard. Quick strike complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Dinkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Dinkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 30, at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Panthers! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Got room at the 35. Gashing the D on the right. Made a defender miss. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Allen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. On the run, it's gone. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
QB draw. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Allard. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. The short hands, it's Pena. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Allard. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hit as he throws. This one's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Denmark. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it. I can.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Snap in the shotgun. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. It's a flea flicker. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. Throws it back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any